Good morning from the Appalachian Trail. Yesterday was day 144 of my through hike. Let me recap a little bit for you. Pardon me. So I had stayed at the Sterling Inn the night before, had a nice breakfast that morning, and they pretty much drop you back at the trailhead on 201 anytime you're ready. So I was back by like 7:15 in the morning. Had a long series of climbs, like 7 miles to get to the top of the whatever Pleasant Pond Mountain, I think it was. Um, it flattens out here and there. It's a decent grade. It's only steep for a few sections. It was just a long time before getting all the way up there. Um, Coming down wasn't too sketchy. Lots of rocks and roots. Really have to pay attention where you're stepping. I tripped on this little nub of a root and went right down into a plank. It's been at least a month or so since I've done that, so it was just kind of like a reminder to watch every place you step in, even when it doesn't seem treacherous it might be. So I made camp last night next to what I knew was a reliable water source from the Commons and Far Out. I got there at a decent hour, like 4:30, but the next stretch had another climb up to where I am now, and I just didn't feel like doing it last night, and I'd rather camp where there's good water, and that's just how been the name of the game ever since I started, right? So last night, I used the extra time in my tent to refine my plan for the 100-mile wilderness, which is coming up very, very quickly. And I think I know what day I'm going to summit. And I think I have a pretty decent plan. I am not going to use the Shaw's food drop that they can do, at different mileage points in the 100-mile wilderness. A lot of people go for the one at 60 miles in at Joe Mary Road. But I was trying to figure out, how to do the wilderness in the most efficient way possible. And it felt like every time I tried to figure in, meeting up for that food drop, I was like adding an extra day. So it just didn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to carry 5 days of food into the wilderness, with the 6th day having me arrive at Able Bridge, where that camp store is. Day 6 will be whatever's left over in my bag, basically. And there's always leftovers. There's always a bar or, a nut butter or something to eat. So I'm not really that worried about it. And as long as I get to that Able store before 6 p.m., I will be good to have food for the next 2 days. That's my plan anyway. Happy trails.